Okay. Hi everybody. Welcome to day 3 of my 30-day challenge from 0 to hero. Hope you're well this morning. So I'm going to start, okay? So first and foremost, what you're going to do, you bring your knees together. Point your feet. You're just going to sit on your heels. If you find this challenging to do, you can use the props already. Roll the mat up. Place your ankles on the mat. And just sit like this. Okay? If that isn't even too challenging for your knees, then what you can do is take a cushion, put it behind. You might have to sit in the challenge in this position, okay? So choose your options. You just sit down on your heels, put on your feet. We're going to do this for 1 minute, okay? This is a gentle stretch for your thighs, your quadriceps, stretch for your ankles. You just sit there, relax and breathe. Feel the pulling in your knees and you find this very challenging to do, then when you take up the challenge, this is the position I recommend you stay in. If you're not feeling much of a stretch, don't worry about that. It's a gentle stretch. Just keep breathing. Now the phone is a timer. When you're breathing, breathe from the nose, not from the mouth. And try to let the breath be nice and slow, using the exhalation to relax, to release tension. Good. And then gently lift your knees off your heels, curl the toes now, and let's sit in this position now. So again, if you can't get your heels to your bottom to your heels, get a cushion, place it in between and work towards that, okay? It's very important to stretch your toes. Keep the blood circulating in your toe, especially your big toe. Just hold this position and breathe. You're going to hold it for a minute, okay? Now ideally, you should try to hold this position for 2 minutes, 3 minutes. And just keep breathing. Stretching the toes, also stretching the soles of the feet and stretching your Achilles. Just keep breathing. Good. Then gently come out of it. Feel like it really is hurting your toes, wiggle your toes. Now the next stretch we're going to do is a low lunge. Now if you can't get your forearms to the mat, place your foot, a pillow or a cushion there, okay? You're going to take your right knee back, point the foot, you're going to take your left leg forward. And then you're going to take the right knee slightly behind, so it's not in line with your hips. and you're going to come down on your forearms. So if you find this very challenging, get more than one pillow, stack it so it's higher up, so you can bend your arms and place your forearms on the pillow. You're going to hold this for 2 minutes, so this is really to stretch your hip flexor predominantly. So once you do this, try to relax, and as you relax, try to sink the hip further towards the mat. Do not push into the knee. And if you find that it's discomforting for the knee, you can either double up your mat or roll up a towel or place something extra padding there. Okay? You just hold for 2 minutes now. And breathe. Nice and relaxed. Keep breathing. Feel the stretch. The longer you hold it, the more you're trying to relax, so the stretch deepens. You should also feel the stretch in the groin on the right leg. Good, and you gently come out. Stepping back the left leg, and then you take a gentle child pose for 10 breaths. So sit back on the heels, lower your head to the mat. And if you find you can't get your bottom on your heels and get your heads to the mat, you can use the same cushion, placing the forehead on the edge of the mat, the cushion, or you can double up your hands, make it a fist, and place your hands on your forehead and your fist. So you're going to stay in this position for 10 breaths, okay? Really try to relax when you hold the child pose. 10, 9, 8, remember to breathe relaxed. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Inhale to come up. Changing sides. Find the left leg back. Point the left foot, right leg forward. Take the knee further back. Nice little lunge. Place the hands down the forearms on the cushion. Repeating the lizard stretch, I should say low lunge. On your left side. 2 minutes. Try to relax and breathe. Remember not to push that left knee into the mat. Don't push the left knee into the mat. You damage your knee, okay? And if you start to get more relaxed in it, you try to sink the hip a little bit more. Left hip towards your mat or your floor, whatever you're doing. So you just keep breathing. Nice and relaxed. Mm-hmm. Keep breathing. Lovely. The longer you can exhale, the more you release tension. Don't breathe with the mouth open. Okay? Nice and soft with the breath. Lovely. And gently come out the posture. Taking another child pose. 10 breaths. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now coming up, now we're going to start the challenge. So, options, modifications. Sitting with the knees together, pointing the feet, sitting back on a roll mat, with a cushion even, that's your option. You might want to take the feet apart while doing this, getting you closer to the real posture, and sit like so. Okay? Those are your options, or the full posture. Now if you find that you have pain in the front of your knees when you're sitting back, this is where the socks come in handy. Just get a pair of socks, fold it, place it right at the back of your knee behind your hamstring, and then pull your calf muscle towards your heels and outwardly when you sit down. And that should erase that discomfort you might have when you just sit back like so. Okay? So now we're going to start the challenge. 5 minutes. Point the feet, take the weight into the hands, gently ease into it if you find you need to. Place the hands on the knees and then just sit and breathe. 5 minutes. Really point the feet. Really relax so your hip bones sink into the mat so you can feel your bottom touch the mat eventually. If you find bringing the knees together too challenging, you can part them slightly, okay? Now as the time passes, you're going to start to feel the stretch get even deeper. You might find that your knee feels like it's going to be pulled out of the socket. You feel that and you find it's too bearing, overbearing, then you place the hands into your floors and lift yourself slightly and take the weight into the hands. If you find you can manage it but you're still feeling it, you can rub your knees just to soothe it. Okay? And just breathe. This is called the hero posture in yoga. Don't worry if you can't sit in this position. The reason why it's a 30-day challenge. And even at the end of the 30 days doing this challenge, if you find you still can't sit into this position, then continue with it. If you need motivation to do it, after the 30 days is up, you can go to my YouTube channel, Yoga Fusion Kevin, and every day the videos uploaded to it each day. So you can just follow that. I suggest you put in a search engine 30-day challenge from 0 to hero. If you want to go through my YouTube channel, because there's a lot of Yoga Fusion YouTube channels and I won't come up at the top. And in the comfort of your own homes, you can even play a little background music. I might do that tomorrow. A little soft music, help you relax, to maintain. Good. 3 more minutes. Try to keep breathing. Feel stretching the ankle. Feel the pulling of the knees, stretching of the quadriceps. Feel the pulling of the hip flexor, stretching of the hip flexor. And just embrace the stretch. Good. Keep breathing. 2 more minutes left. Feel your bottom now touching the mat if it wasn't quite there at this point. This is also good to help create an arch in your feet to erase flat-footedness, but it takes time to get to that point. You have to do it regularly, every day, months. It's important that we try to slow down the process of flat-footedness because it affects our spine when we walk. The impact when you walk, it hits the spine and the knees. Keep breathing. Now, as you start to settle in this position, you get to a point where it starts to feel comfortable, not so discomforting, and then it gets back to the position where it starts to feel discomforting. And that's just the stretch, getting deeper into the muscle fascia. You might start to feel it more in your ankle. You might start to find that you get pins and needles. Try to breathe through the sensation. But 1 more minute to go. And then when you come out of this, I'm going to show you how to come out of it. So look to your devices, those that are on Instagram or on my YouTube channel. I'm going to show you how to come out of it gently. The real challenge is straightening up the legs when you come out of this position. Okay, so that's 5 minutes, not quite 5. But really last minute. Embrace that stretch as you breathe. Allow the knees to soothe yourself if you need to. Maybe you just want to sit still in this position and focus on your breathing. One more second, I'm sure. Good. And there you have it. Well done. Place the hands on your floors. Gently lift, lift, lift. Walk the hands forward, raising your hips. And once you're in this position, just shake your hips left to right. First rotating with the hips. Okay? And this is where it gets challenging. Turn your left foot in. Use the hands to sit back. Take your right foot forward. Feet flat, right leg bent. Hands come back slightly. Lean back. Take your left leg in this position. And this is where it gets challenging if you really felt that stretch. Straightening up the legs. Straighten the legs. Encircle the ankles. Changing the direction. And rub the knees. And rub the opposite knee. Wiggle the toes. And flex your feet if you've got the pins and needles. Keep pushing your heels forward. Flex your feet, and that will start to erase that pins and needles you might have. And that's it, people. Thank you for joining me this morning. Don't forget, I've got various online classes. First class is free for first-time participant. Just go to the website yogafusion.org.uk and send me an email, and I'll send you Zoom links. And don't forget my meditation on my Instagram, which is yogafusion_Kevin. Every Sunday, 9 p.m. to 9:20 p.m. And we're focusing this month on the sacral chakra. So it's meditation for the chakras. Have yourselves a good day. And remember, stay up, never down. Bless. Never stay.